Welcome back to Casey's Garage. In today's video, before we get started, we're going to start by just thanking each and every one of you that have watched my videos and subscribed. Since our last video, we've reached 1,000 subscribers. And I know that's not a huge amount, compared to a lot of channels, but you got to start somewhere, and that's a huge milestone for us. And I'm very excited to, what the future might have in tell for us. What do you think of it?
I want to eat cake.
You ready to eat cake. So, to celebrate our milestone here, we got ourselves a cake for our first 1,000 subs.
Stop.
So I guess we will virtually share this with you guys. But thanks again for all the support. And let's cut this sucker up and
Eat.
eat.
I got yellow.
Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of parts here that we need to get to and get on the truck. And this is all front end parts. I believe this should be the grille, header panel, bumper, which I probably shouldn't have laying like that, but headlights, taillights. Anyway, we still got some brackets and stuff to order for the bumper, but pretty much what we need to get this truck completed, or at least ready for the road, is sitting right here. So I'm going to try to get this done pretty quick here today because it is really cold. It's been cold all week. As you can see, 16 degrees is our high today, and that's what it's been for the last, for the last several days. And in fact, this coming up weekend, it's only going to get a high of 1. So I cannot remember the last time it's been that cold here in Kansas. So anyway, let's get to it. I think I'm going to start, let's start with an easy one. Let's get the taillights done first, and then I'll work our way up front. All right, so thank you for those who chimed in and gave me your opinion on what to do about the headlights, whether to go OEM halogen bulbs or upgrade the lenses and do LEDs. And just a bit, you'll see what we decide to do. These should be pretty much plug and play. And of course, I don't have the originals because the truck was missing them, but they were just your typical, let me get a knife here, red reflector lenses. That'll work. All right, so which one is this? That's the right, no, that's the wrong one. All right, let's get the other one out. That should be this side. All right, there she is. So it's a smoked lens. We got LED lighting up here with I don't know what they call it, a halo ring or whatever. And then it just has a regular bulb for the backup light. So I went out and got some LED lights for those. And I think these will look pretty good. So let's go ahead and get these in. Should be plug and play. This is the blinker. And this is our reverse light right here. So let's take out the reverse light. Of course. Let me get some pliers. Of course, it's going to be stubborn on us. There we go. Alright, put a little bit of bulb grease on these. Keep them from corroding. There we go. There's that one. And this one we just unplug, I believe. I don't have any hardware for the taillight since everything was missing. So I'm going to go through, I just dumped a bucket out of random screws and bolts I picked up over the years. See if I find anything that works. But once I get the 2 bolts in, it'll sit nice and flush. But, it does stick out a little bit, which I'll show you in a little bit. But let me go turn the lights on and see what it looks like. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So there's your driving lights. And we'll probably have a hyper flash since it's an LED. We'll have to replace the relay up under the dash. But let me hit the brake lights real quick. That should light up in the middle. Of course, I won't be able to see it. I can just do the blinker. Alright guys, so got both tail lights in. Like I said, I don't have the bolts in them yet. I'll have to probably go to the hardware store and get them, because I don't want to strip the plastic out that they go into. But and of course, once we get this tailgate up, you'll be able to see it better too. But I think they look pretty sweet. I'll come back to these here in a little while, but let's go up front and start working on those headlights. All right. So I went ahead and got the header panel on. And thankfully, out of the mess of screws that I had and bolts and nuts left over from other vehicles, I was able to find some that work. They're all just 10mm heads. Pretty standard bolt that uses, you know, on all the fenders and all that. So that is nice and secured in place. Let's go ahead and get these headlights on. And here we go. Drum roll. What do we got? All right, so we got an LED outline that's supposed to kind of make it look more like the newer trucks, and then it just uses regular halogen bulbs in the middle. So I actually have some LED bulbs on order that's supposed to go inside here, and then I got an LED turn signal bulb as well that we'll put in there. So we'll switch the bulbs out. But for now, let's go ahead and get this on the truck. Alright guys, so I've got these 2 wires coming from the new headlight crimped into the side marker light. And that's what powers the daylight or daytime driving light here. So this is temporarily until it warms up a little bit, and then I also get my LED headlight bulbs in. Right now I won't have any bulbs in there. And we're just going to mock this up so we can put the headlights in place and see how they look. Alright, so just got to tuck this stuff back real quick. Oh. Maybe plug in a light bulb. Pull that plastic back. Alright, it has been a few days since we started putting lights on this truck. Last time I was out here, it was just starting to get cold, and in the last few days it has been in the negatives. In fact, I think it was last night it was negative 15. So definitely not going to be out here working on the truck in that kind of weather. Today's a little better. We'll call it a heat wave. It's about 18 degrees today, so I'm going to take advantage of the little warmer weather and the sunlight, and go ahead and get some new, and go ahead and get the new LED bulbs that I ordered on Amazon installed, and go ahead and get this front end put together and hopefully get the grill on. So I want to try to make this real quick because it's getting cold real fast. My toes are already numb. In fact, I think I got frostbite the last time I was out here on some of my toes. So I'm having to address that issue. But anyway, let's go ahead and get some boxes out and let's just get to work. And I just noticed I forgot to bring my tripod mount to put the GoPro on the tripod. So I'll just have to make do the best I can here and hopefully get some good angles for you.
Okay, so first no audio, and then missing clips. So I'm not sure what's going on with my GoPro, but I did but the other day, after getting the lights installed, I did walk around the truck and show you kind of the end results of what they look like. But unfortunately, either the GoPro didn't record or the clips got deleted somehow. I'm not really sure. So we'll go out here in a little while, and we're going to do a cold start on the truck because it's been sitting since the last video through this whole Arctic blast, and see how it fires up, and then we'll also go around the truck again and show you the lights. So, but before that, we had a little mishap with the BMW again. During the Arctic blast, it was late one evening. It was like -5 or 6 outside, and we decided to brave it and go to the grocery store and pick up a couple things. And we took the BMW. Should have took my Jeep, but the Jeep was in the garage and the Ford Fusion is in the driveway blocking it in. And with everything being covered with 6-7 inches of snow at the time, I decided to just take the BMW that was sitting out in the driveway. Now when we got in the BMW and hit the little button right there to start her up, it did start right up, and we let it warm up a little bit. We drove it down to the grocery store and everything was fine. And I'm not sure exactly how long we spent inside the store, probably 20-30 minutes at that. And then we came back out. The vehicle had power and everything. It tried to crank, but it just wouldn't start. And we tried several times, and then finally I had to call a buddy of mine to come get us. And while we're waiting on him, which was only about 5 minutes or so, before getting in his vehicle to head home, I went ahead and jumped in the car one more time, and it started right up. So I'm not sure what's going on with the BMW. Maybe it's just frozen, or maybe the fuel line's froze. I don't know, because that's kind of what it sounded like, is that it wasn't getting fuel. But it got us home. But on the way home, we did have an engine light, and I kept on getting all kinds of weird messages, like the iDrive system malfunction and all kinds of weird things. So I have not tried to start the BMW ever since. It's probably been 4 or 5 days now since that happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the key in, turn it over, and see what happens. And then if we still have an engine light and whatnot, then I have my OBD2 reader here that I bought specifically for the BMW. We'll hook it up and see if we have any codes. But first, let's go ahead and start it and see what happens. Right off the bat, we have the service indicator right there. Well, it started right up and it sounds normal. Got the engine light, it looks like, still. Well, everything sounds good. It's idling good. I don't see any smoke or anything. That's good. Alright, so I've got the OBD2 reader up. Let's go ahead and see what it says here. System scan, there we go. Well, let's give this a minute here. Yeah, so we just got a ton of random codes. So I'm just gonna delete everything, and then we'll just have to drive a little bit and see what goes on with it, because it's running fine now. I think the car was just frozen. There we go. So let's go ahead and erase all the fault codes, and
And then we'll just drive it a little bit and see how it does. All right, we have made it out here to the garage where the truck is stored. We drove the BMW, and so far it drives great. So the only light we have is a low pressure light for the tires, and of course no seatbelt light because we're parked here. But yeah, it drove great. I don't think we have any problems. I do think the car was just frozen the other night, and hopefully that's all it was. Yeah, it drove good. So let's go ahead and get out and check out the truck, and I'll show you the lights. All right, so here we are. We got the 250 with the headlight and the grill. Like I said, we lost the footage, I believe, of me putting the grill and everything on. So I guess lucky for you guys, you just kind of get to see the end result here. So we do have a new bumper ordered, and it's actually already been delivered to my home. And unfortunately, there's an issue with the bumper with a couple pieces lining up. So I am talking with the company I purchased it from and trying to get that worked out. I was hoping to get it in time for this video so we can have the whole front end complete, but I guess that'll be in the future, maybe in the next video. But for now, let's go ahead and turn on the parking lights. Go ahead and hit the P. There we go. And let's turn off the garage lights. There we go. And there's our driving lights. So we got those there. I got those wired into the side marker lights, so if I want to cruise down the road just with those on, we can do that. Let's go around the back side and I'll show you the tail lights.
What's up? What's up? No.
Alright, so let's go back here and check out these. And there is our, let's get down lower. There's our tail lights. Whoop whoop. Alright, go ahead and hit the brake pedal. And there's our brake pedal, if you can see it. On the top of the steering wheel, there's a little button. Push it down. And there is our blinkers. So that middle part flashes there. I think these are looking real good, guys. All right, so you guys, I need your help again on deciding which way to go with our emblem for the front grille. Should we go factory blue and chrome? Let's get a little closer. There's a glare, it's hard to see. There we go. All right, or should we do more of a custom look and go with the black with the red writing? There we go. I can't decide. I kind of like them both. But yeah, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys would choose, and we might just take a tally or a poll and go from there. See which one wins. What do you think? What's your favorite?
I like this one.
All right, she likes the Ford one, the normal blue chrome Ford.
The Ford one.
She likes the Ford, the Ford, the circled problem. So we're going to take this on its maiden voyage and take this to my house so that in the morning we can take it in and get it inspected and get the rebuilt title, as well as get it registered so we can drive it. And one last thing before we go on our drive is, I don't know if you can see without it blinding the camera, but there is our new LED bulbs for our headlights. Gives a nice clean white look. All right, beautiful morning here. It's probably in the mid-40s right now. The snow is melting, and it is time to take this. Oh man, the shadow on the truck is not good. Sorry about the lighting, but we're going to take this F250 in and get it inspected and get it registered. But first, how about we do a cold start? passed inspection, and on the way home I went ahead and stopped by the car wash and gave the, what are we going to call this, Big Red? We'll call it Big Red for now. Quick little bath, so to see if we can get to look a little better. It's kind of windy out, so I'm not going to walk around the backside because I don't have my dead cat on my microphone. I can't find it. But it is looking a lot better. And that is going to be it for today's video. And in the next one, we'll probably pick up where we left off with the lights. We do have the hyper flash when I turn on the left or right blinker. So we'll put a new relay in there to fix that. And just try to button up the truck and keep moving along. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Casey's Garage.